Okay. We are back. We had some sort of blackout, and power went off, and I believe that things are working out well now. I just titled this live broadcast again, 153 part 2. So that is nature, guys, but you need not to give up. We are optimistic, forward, and unlimited as far as TBC is concerned. So we have unlimited capacity. We do not stand for any other thing that try to bar our way. So I would not have stopped because I had power failure. No. Power is back. I continue where I stopped. So I was trying to talk about the criminal back office, and we're trying to look at the different people that are active in the TBC community. And I started yesterday saying it would force and power that what if you are not active in the TBC community, you will get yourself restricted from what are the benefits because what the superpower of the Tibetians who are those who are billionaire makers. We Tibetians are billionaire makers. We're turning people into billionaires by hiring them and giving them a job of which there is no job to be compared to that job around the whole world. I'm so pleased, I'm so glad to be a member of TBC, and I wish each and every one that can get in contact or that I'm getting in contact with them to be members of TBC and benefit from the advantages accorded by TBC. And these advantages are to those who are active. And active, as I've been saying it, I will keep repeating it, is those pardon that are registering new people into TBC, doing transactions, and are listening to the directives of admin and putting them into action. They are not going to the air like the great optimist Amechi put it very clear from his live that I listened that was on the blog this morning. They are not going around using airtime to air empty noise around the place. They are putting themselves into action. So we are trying to look at those who are already rocking it very great in the KCBO back office. That is where we were before power left us. I was trying to explain this what they stand to benefit those who are recruiting in TBC, what they are benefiting. The contest, the first position of the contest, of which the person has 200 grains of gold, the second position 100 grains of gold, and the third position 50 grains of gold. So these are added bonuses, what we call Bitcoin bounties that these guys contest, Bitcoin contest earnings that these guys have on the Bitcoin bounties that they are to earn. So being a TBCian, you're a billionaire baker because every action you take up in TBC pays. Even this live broadcast I'm doing, I will be paid at this level of the broadcasters rewards. So I'll put my address at this broadcasters reward, and I'm going to be given a million cookies. And those million cookies, you know what it costs in TBC. It costs so much in TBC. This is where I'm going to input it. And yesterday, before I left, I was about to explain the 24-48 hours reward. Once you're new in the TBC community and you need to know what is taking place, how do I make it in TBC? How do I earn? This is a place that shows those people that have respected the 24-48 hour not Bitcoin, 24-48 hour cookies reward. You see, this person for 24 hours has signed two people, and for those 24 hours that he has signed two people has gotten 10 million cookies. And this 10 million cookies is a whole lot as far as TBC is concerned. He never succeeded for the 48 hours countdown. So you have 24 hours that you enter TBC economy to sign up two people, and the two people need to sign up two other people. So any new person that you are referring TBC to him or her, you should permit him or her to benefit from this 24-48 hours rapid cookie reward. This is what is going to permit them in this month of November to cement their position in the TBC community and to benefit from what TBC is offering, of which they can exchange immediately and make a whole lot with it because it is already spendable. They can spend it already. Now, coming to another game which is still open up to everyone that is in the TBC community at this particular point in time is uh, the transaction cookie rewards. The transaction cookie rewards are any exchange as from 4 grains of gold that you're going to carry out with any person in the TBC community is going to give you the there's this page take a lot of time to load. I don't even want to look at my TBC. I wanted to bring you to this board holiday to 2019 promo. This promo still is still going on. Every new old exhibition do transactions, guys. If you do transaction with somebody with 4 grains of gold, the person is going to earn 100,000 cookies, and per referral cookies reward you're going to have 1 million, and so on. 8 grains, 12 grains, and all what. These are other benefits that you can have after the 24-48 hours launching or entering a TBC community. This is what also you can gain by doing an exchange from 4 grains right to 40 grains, of which you can redeem. You see the redeem button, redeem now, is already there. If I want to redeem, I'll redeem, but I still have a lot of cookies that I want to earn. I will not redeem now. And try to read these instructions as far as the redeem phase of TBC is concerned. So these are some of the things I wanted to show yesterday to complete the live broadcast I did yesterday to limit the transaction. So those who profile are not up to date and are not doing broadcasts, I told you about broadcast bonus. You see, this is a broadcaster's bonus. You have 1 million cookies, which permit you to have 10,000 kringles. So as I was saying, those who profile are not up to date will not benefit from this. So make your profile to be up to date and benefit from this. And also, you need to be a full timer. I tried to show it to you yesterday that what being a full timer in TBC means that what your profile must be showing full timer. You, if your profile is not showing full timer, you are not standing to benefit from the bounties, the Bitcoin contest, and what have you. So guys, you should check here that you are a full timer, and to be a full timer, check status. If I check my status, they're going to tell me that what you are already a full timer. I am already a full timer. So I didn't share my screen. Gosh. I forgot to share my screen, guys. Mm, It happens. You know, when you come back, you're in a haste. You don't realize that you're doing things that are okay. So I was trying to show that if here you're not a full timer, you check your status. I'll click on check status. You are already a full timer. The conditions for you to be a full timer here, you just need to be what? You need to see one send button meeting. You need to have come here. You see one send button meeting. You put the word, and the two first people that register permit you to come here and click on a full timer. You click on uh, this, and you are sent to be a full timer. And now you have the possibility to change your language. You have the possibility to change your language. Language is when you're already a full timer and you can compete in the Bitcoin contest. I showed you that what we have 3 languages that are running. We have the English, French, Tagalog, and very soon we are going to have what? We are going to have the Hindi language that is going to join very soon. Okay, so those are the different presentations of which I want you. I was to conclude with my live of yesterday, and that the internet connection never permitted me to do that. So let's bounce back on the subject matter of today. And to bounce back on the subject matter of today, I'm going to take you along to this blog post. This blog post is all about the merchant promo. The merchant promo, good news, pathway for regular members to access the benefit of the merchant promo. Yeah, the merchant promo has launched since August in TBC, has gone a long way to really boost the growth of the members of the TBC community. But notwithstanding, most people have not really catch, to my opinion, as we were talking upon it yesterday, I really deeply in me believe that most merchants have not really catch what takes to benefit from this merchant promo. It is a four through way of gaining a lot as far as your returns are concerned. Because yesterday, one was complaining that their turnover is being reduced, or their margin, their profit margin, will be really cut down if they take 30 up to 50% of TBC. And why others are taking 50% and some are even taking up to 60, 70%, and others are not taking, those that are taking have understood the game. And this is what I wanted to really spell out today, according to what I heard yesterday, and I think it will go a long way to enhance these merchants. Admin said that what we need more merchant fast. We need more merchant in TBC as fast as possible. And then now, to become a merchant in TBC, we all know to become a merchant for the new people, you just need to register your business with your business license, and admin review it. And once you're reviewed and accepted as a merchant, your business license, your frontage, and your percentage, you are considered a merchant. And once you're a merchant, this is it, guys. Get this. Share this video to any merchant that you know, of which is complaining that they don't understand this. This is how you make it. I'm trying to bring this idea because I'm a tax legal accountant on freelance, and these are things that we handle most of the time. The objective of a tax legal accountant is to permit an enterprise to pay less taxes and to be on a good footing as far as the law is concerned, and also to ration the expenses of the enterprise. And we deal with turnovers with our clients all the time. So I stand a better position to explain this to business people and to make it to be clear to them on what they need to understand as far as TBC is concerned. It is true that once you take from 10% upwards, or any percentage of TBC as shown in the merchant position of TBC, it is true that once you take a merchant listing, once you take a percentage from 10% upwards, maybe 20, 30, 40%, it plays a lot on your sure. The margin that you're making, businesses that are sincere make 20 to 25% of margin. So the margin that you are to take, like this person never took any margin, like year. This is the margin that you're supposed to take. You need to take from 10% right up to 100%. Meaning that what most businesses turn around what 30% margin. Now, if a business is turning around 30% margin, and this business wants to take TBC as a means of payment, since they are being worried that what their margin is going to be curtailed. Sure, if you take, let's say you start at 20% margin, meaning that what for the, let's take an example, for a good that costs $100. If you take 20% for a good that costs $100, and let's say your margin is 20% of the $100, meaning $20. Now, if you decide that you're going to lose $20 for each of the good that you're going to sell, how are you going to come around to replenish that $20? Because the objective of every business person is to maximize profit, maximizing profit on what you sell. So TVC is telling you, if you take 50%, 20%, or 10% of the money in TBC, if you take 20%, 20% of the cost of the good is going to be your margin that you've taken, you've paid out to the customer in TBC. So you have received the cost of the good 80%, that is $80 in cash that can permit you to replenish, and your 20% margin that you're supposed to have made in that good, you have taken it in TBC. Fine. Now, how do you come about to gain back that 20%? First, Get it right. First advantage, publicity that is being done when people know your business is not paid. You paste your TBC document or your TBC product around the whole world in the TBC merchant area. WhatsApp groups will take your product around the whole place. Meaning that what the money you're supposed to have spent for publicity is already catered for through TBC. That is number one benefit. Number two benefit is that what you are earning TBC, which is worthful and is already spendable, but may not be with the merchant or your supplier from whom you buy, but it's not a problem. Very soon you're going to spend it in other areas. Second advantage. Third advantage. Many of your customers are going to be one of the divisions, and of which they are going to pay their back office. And you know that what? Every person that activates a back office, you're going to have what? A bounty. A bounty of what? $12.5. Meaning that what? Registering all your customers into TBC because you're taking 20% of margin will permit 20% of your margin you're giving them in TBC will permit them to get registered. Once they get registered, you collect 50% of all their registration. That is advantage number three. Advantage number four, most of them don't have TBC yet in their account, apart from the gift that they're going to get when they get registered. So most of them are going to ask to at least make a transaction with you, a transaction of which I try to show you here. They will try at least to make a transaction of uh, 4 grains. They will try to make a transaction of at least 4 grains, 8 grains, 6. And those monies that are going to come in are going to give you revenue to overshadow the your margin of profit that you have given out to them and you have collected TBC. Guys, I'm telling you, this thing is mind blowing if you understand it. If you understand it. So they are going to do at least exchanges of 4 grains, 8 grains, 12 grains, 16 grains, 20 grains, and 24 grains or 28 grains. That is going to permit you not only to overshadow the margin that you have lost, the 20-30% margin that you have lost, and you're going to get cookies. Excuse me. That is, these cookies are going to permit you to, excuse me, these cookies are going to permit you to earn more TBC. Your accountant a better way to overcome a margin of 20% with these four alternatives that TBC is offering every merchant. I believe it is a question of ignorance. It is a question of willful ignorance, and it's a question of conformity because everyone has in the mind that what you are doing business and your objective is to make margin. But there are various ways in which you can make even more than the margin in which you're supposed to have made. And those ways are only in TBC. I believe this is an idea that I explained to some of the guys that we were arguing yesterday, and I decided that my life today I will really focus on this and explain this out for the benefit of the community. Guys, let's explain to the merchants that they let them understand that what they need to gain from is not only the bounties, is not only, and I've even forgotten point number five, you can participate in the Bitcoin contest. You can be one of these guys. And if you want to take a good example, the guys that are hitting it great here, if you look at the English contest, is who? Is a merchant. William Adeboye, we do trainings all the time with a little baby. So William Adeboye is a merchant, and you see these guys are what the customers of William Adeboye. So guys, this if this guy has understood it, and you see the second person, Sikokam, is what? Is a merchant. So this is what they have understood, and I believe that this is what merchants to catch, and they stand a long way to benefit and to overcome the margin they are giving out as far as their goods are concerned. you're making a name, you're making publicity, your products are being known, you are being known, you are acquiring skills of a competent businessman, and you are becoming what? A billionaire maker. Because what? You are making others to make billions. People not only come to your shop to get your product, but they come to your shop, you turn them into billionaires. Guys, there is nothing as great as TBC to make it for us this way. So I just decided that I will refocus my live broadcast today on this particular aspect that most people are not getting, and of which is really awesome for the TBC community. Because if you can stand as a merchant, and quite remember, admin told us one time that we are being prepared gradually to be business people. And once you're a businessman, you need to read from afar. There is a difference between a businessman and a seller. A seller buys and look at the margin, but a businessman spots the opportunity and look at the advantages. Business people spot the opportunity and look at the advantages. So if you can spot the opportunity and look at the advantages, not just to think of buying and getting the direct commission or direct margin on what you have sold, you are going to go a long way to benefit from what TBC is offering to us. So, guys, I think that is something very interesting this morning that each and every merchant should grab and should take along with him or her and should carry it very far, because this is going to go a long way to permit the TBC community to grow faster and permit each and everyone to render TBC spendable, because we need 50 million merchants for a full-blown TBC economy. So, guys, let's spread this. If you're watching for your first time and you don't know who is a merchant and how you can be a merchant and you wish to inquire more, go down to this video. My links are there. Try to get information, get in contact with me, and we'll be really available to help you through and to permit you to understand what you can do in order to move forward. So, guys, this is something very interesting. TBC is more than any job in the world. We are hiring. We are hiring particulars. We are hiring individuals. We are taking people from the slums and transforming their life to full-time billionaires and millionaires. So if you want to be one, I will make you. We have superpowers. We Tunisians, we have that superpowers to transform lives and to turn people into billionaires. And we are turning thousands and thousands and hundreds of thousands around the whole world into billionaires. Hook with us and try to inquire and try to educate yourself and understand. People are what they are because of willful ignorance. They don't even know that they don't know. Try to overshadow what you know and try to learn and unlearn, and you're going to position yourself as a position of what? A billionaire, and you're going to acquire billionaire skills that are going to permit you to be on a good footing to earn more. So, guys, this is the second part of my live broadcast this morning. I had a power failure and I tried to batch it up with this one. I believe this information is going to be helpful for the whole community. I greet all the voices of TBC around the whole world who are doing very great job, and all the full timers that are doing a great job. And we give a special accolade to the admin of TBC, and we say, admin, let God keep on inspiring you and giving you more updates and more realities that you can give us to grow the TBC community. So, guys, this is where we end the live broadcast for today. Tomorrow is another day, and have a nice day. Bye bye.